Look, we know we're overdue for this episode, okay? Life happens, but we're here, and that's what matters.
Great intro.
Masterpiece.
Eli Rival.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the one and only Allied Rivals podcast, where we today will be talking about the season opening series, 3-game series between the Warriors and the Cougars at our good friends KDT Wiffle Ball. I'm AJ Herschel. That's Caedmon Bauer. This is the Allied Rivals podcast. How you doing today, Cade?
Hey, I'm doing real good, man, as you can expect, and we'll talk about this in another episode later. But I mean, we all saw the Bucks in 6, man.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I'm doing real good, man, as you can expect. So
Awesome.
yeah, man. How about you, AJ?
Good. I'm doing good. Obviously, I really still excited from our anniversary, which, hey, that was a great day for you. We got our Allied Rivals anniversary and a championship for Milwaukee in the same night. Doesn't get much better than that. So, yeah, I'm doing really good. And Justin Fields is getting rave reviews, so I'm excited about that. But, yeah, excited to be here for a long overdue episode that KDT just had to post their next series on the same day as us, so I guess we got to give their episode a shout-out now or whatever. But we are here. We're talking about KDT Wiffle Ball. Let's go ahead and get into it. This was a 3-game series, and if you guys don't know, KDT Wiffle Ball are really good friends of ours. We did an MLB episode before with them. You can check them out on Instagram and also on YouTube under the name KDT Wiffle Ball, of course. And it is led by 2 guys. You've got Jacob York, and then the man who is only known as K, Jacob Carlson, are the 2 heads of the Cougars and the Warriors, respectively. And Caedmon,
Yeah.
game 1 was a blowout. What did you think about that?
Well, no offense, but Jacob York had about 50 walks in that game.
Ouch.
And the Cougars were just not hitting it at all. So, yeah, Tobias had a nice game. Kay had a decent game. And the rest of the team, it was just flowing. So, Cougars weren't doing anything.
Yeah. And look, I know a lot of people are going to talk about the great performances of Jacob Carlson on the mound and everything, and Tobias Visker coming in for a clutch hit. But I want to talk about one guy on these rosters, okay? And this I commented this. You can go check their video. I commented this. Mr. Regan Barnes, a.k.a. Barnesy, who steps up in the plate in game 1 of the series and knocks a grand slam clean over the fence. He looks like singing Chris Bryant, bat hanging down on his shoulder like this, like he doesn't even care what's going on. Boom, pitch floats in, it's gone. It's gone. That was a tough pitch to hit, and he killed it. Game 1. That is how you start a series, and that is how you start a season if you're Mr. Barnesy over there. I'm excited to see what else he does for this. I mean, like, I don't want to necessarily say I got no favorite players or nothing, because I don't, but just sitting and watching that first game right there, that episode, all over for me after that grand slam. Absolute domination. All right, cool. Let's move on.
All right, sorry,
No,
my
you're
headphones
good.
are out. They just came back.
No problem. I
For just a
completely
second.
understand. I
Yeah.
completely understand. We're just moving on to the next one unless you got anything else to say about game
That's all.
1. All right, game
let's go on to
2
game 2.
between the Warriors and the Cougars. And if you were hoping the Cougars would bring it back, I am sorry, but you will be sorely disappointed.
It's true. And it was a little bit better on the mound for the Cougars, but not much.
Yeah.
A little bit better hitting, but not much. And that was pretty much the game right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely I know another thing is Eli Kaufman coming in big. He was definitely the big thing of this entire series, going 8 for 9.
8 for 9.
Eight
Yeah.
for 9. Absolutely dominant. And like you said, the Cougars struggled pitching basically throughout the entire series, but especially these first 2 games, they just didn't look like themselves. I mean, they have talent, right? We know Jacob York is great. He's great at hitting. He can be good on the mound. He's one of the best players last year. He just looked a little erratic over these last few games. Still walked too many people. Let the Warriors get on base too much. Warriors don't get as many walks. This game is so much closer. It's just a combination of absolute lights out pitching. And this is the story of the entire series. Lights out pitching by the Warriors and just getting runners on base without barely even needing to do anything. Jacob Carlson finished the series with a 3.85 ERA, which is real good. And, of course, my guy Barnesy finished with a 1.5 ERA, looking like seeing Craig Kimbrell out there. Led to a Game 2 win. Got people on base and just knocked them in. It was just good, fundamental baseball by the Warriors. Nothing special, just good ball.
Yep. Hey, is that it? I mean, Game 3 was the more exciting
so.
game, man.
I think
All
so.
right.
Game 3 was a this is the kind of baseball that people, this kind of wiffle ball that people want to watch. So, Cade, what did you think about this one? The Cougars finally showed up.
Yeah, so it was pretty close for a good amount of the game. I think the Warriors started off a little hot, and then the Cougars kind of finally got their hitting going for a little while. But then, man, it was a great ending. It was tied 6-6 for a while, and then not grand slam, walk-off by the Warriors to win it 8-6. That was pretty cool.
Absolutely clutch. Doesn't get much better than that. And, of course, who else to hit the walk-off than K? The man with one letter, Jacob Carlson. Who else to finish it off? I mean, this looked like Cougars' game. I thought they might be able to bring the series back and make it a little bit closer, but this was a sweep through and through, and it was just utter domination for the Warriors. But, hey, the Cougars got in their form this game. If they played this way, games 1 and especially 2, I think they would have taken game 2. Of course, Warriors got a really great last few innings, especially their last 2. Obviously, walked it off with Jacob Carlson finishing it off. Once again, how is the 7th run got on base? Walks again. That's up K. That's the story of the game. That's the story of the game. That was the one problem for the Cougars, I think, on defense. Their runs improved every single game. The Warriors stayed about the same. But just getting free people on base, it really hurts. And K is gonna make you hurt. Doesn't matter that he only got 4 hits throughout this entire series. He is a big time player, and so is Jacob York. And that's the matchup that all of us are wanting to see. York versus Carlson, game on the line, bottom of the 6th. This is what we were all looking for. And this time, K came out on top.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
certainly did, man. And those Cougars want their revenge later.
Oh, absolutely.
Later in the season, man.
Absolutely.
And I think they did get a couple wins. They continued their stride for a little while against the Wild West. They just posted that video on YouTube, so you should go check that one out.
We'll leave some links in the description.
Yeah, but man, I don't know if you're going to be able to beat those Warriors, man.
I don't know. They look really good. I know there might be a little worry about Tobias Visker going 1 for 10, but I mean, come on. It's first series. People hit slumps. This happens to Yelich. This happens to Bellinger. This happens to everybody. Yeah. It happens. If Kaufman, but this team looks stacked, man. If Kaufman keeps hitting the same way, K keeps pitching the same way, and of course my guy Barnesy keeps stepping up and getting. I know he went 3 for 7, but I'm mulling over this grand slam in game 1. Just let me have this, okay? And to be fair, let's give credit. The Cougars were playing shorthanded. This was 4-on-3 for the entire series.
Hey,
it's York, Carlson, and Bellini. We haven't talked about much. 1 for 5, but they were playing shorthanded. York pitched this entire series, so you got to give some credit there.
Yep. Hey. That's baseball, man. I mean, that's wiffle ball, man.
Oh yeah.
You gotta get over that down one player. Hey, those Cougars are gonna have a good series one of these days. They're gonna beat the Warriors someday. I don't know if it's this year, but someday. If Eli keeps doing that, there's no way he's gonna lose, man.
Dang. Bold prediction. So, Cade, let's give some early season tips for the Warriors for the rest of the season. What do they need to do to continue this hot streak?
Their big thing against the Cougars was they weren't swinging at bad pitches. Like the wiffle ball moves like crazy, and these guys in the Warriors are reading the ball really well. So keep doing that, you're gonna win. That's it.
Yeah, I think the big thing for the Warriors is they definitely able to take advantage of York having a couple rough games. But, hey, the Duke's not always going to be like that. Season goes on. He's going to improve. He's going to get better. People have rough series. It happens. Guys, this is the nature of the sport. I'm sure he will get back into regular form. So if you're the Warriors, keep on hitting. They got a lot of runners on base from a lot of the walks. But at the end of the day, Barnesy still went 3 for 7. Good, not great. And Kay still went 4 for 13. Not bad. He came in clutch when he needed to, but there's definitely some room for improvement, right? I mean, this isn't a perfect team, but it's a very, very good team. It's a very talented team. So as long as you just keep those hits up, don't swing at bad pitches, people are going to get into midseason form and late season form. It's going to happen. And stay strong on the mound. Sub-4 ERA, first series in wiffle ball. Well done. Well done to both of their pitchers that week. Well done. So, Cade, then tips for the Cougars instead. Down in an 0-3 hole to start the season. What do they need to do to keep going and dig themselves into a winning situation?
Yeah, pitching has to improve. That's huge. That's critical. If pitching doesn't improve, just continual walks. And, I mean, maybe Wild West and honestly, I forget the name of the other team. My bad. Maybe those other teams don't have as good at reading the ball, the movement of it, as the Warriors. But pitching has to improve. And I think something that the Warriors did well was they were hitting in streaks. So, like, maybe Kay, Tobias, and Regan all struck out one inning, but then the next inning they all got a hit. Or they all got on base because of a walk. So it kind of goes in streaks. And Cougars, you got to get something going like that.
Yeah, I think the big thing for me for the Cougars is I think they just had a bad hitting. I think they had a really bad hitting streak. I mean, obviously, like you said, the walks were definitely a problem. Average 7 runs a game. But their first 2 games, they scored 5 runs combined. That is also another big thing. Game 2 was a very winnable game, in my opinion. They had a rough go of it. The hitting, I think, is just going to get better as the season goes on. People get into midseason form. Get your hitting down. I think York just had a rough go right at the beginning, but I think it'll get better. I think the pitching will get better, but the hitting is something that's going to be really difficult. Like you said, Kate, this wiffle ball moves a lot in this league. So if you're not paying attention to when the walks are coming, on when you got to swing, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hit. You're going to get hurt real hard. So I think for the big thing for the Cougars, York, Carlson, Bellini, got to get their hitting up top. Got to start hitting in streaks, like you said, like the Warriors. It was a rough go of it for them, game 1 and series 1 overall. So I think definitely that's the main thing, in my opinion, that they got to be looking for.
Yeah. KDT, man. Go check them out if you haven't already.
Absolutely. If you want us to do another recap of their second series, what's our like goal for this, K? Let's say
30.
30?
30.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't get a little ambitious here. Let's go.
30. I'm saying 30.
30?
Either 30. Yeah, 30.
Okay. What about a view goal then? What about a view goal? Like either or.
Okay, either or. Likes 30, views for this video. We got to get 120.
120, my gosh.
120.
That would be one of our most viewed episodes, dude.
Yeah.
All right, you want us to break down the next series?
Time, man.
You want us to break down the next series? There you go. Either 30 likes or 120 views. Start hitting repeat and just one episode playlist. Hit it on repeat on YouTube. That's a fast way to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Allied Rivals podcast. And before we go, Kate, I do just want to acknowledge there was a little bit of beef in the Warriors-Cougars game. I think we should take a look at this real quick. Right. This is immediately after the Warriors walked it off. So you see Kay stepping up, celebrating with the team. And look at this. Look at this. Ready? Here we go. Barnesy gets rejected by the York. Let's replay this real quick. Barnesy, 24, right here. Walking up, offering to dap up York, and he refuses.
Oh my goodness.
And you can see from a different angle after this, you see York on the pitcher's mound. He is obviously ticked, kicks the bat there. I don't know, Kay. Do you think there's some beef between these two teams?
Ooh, I think so, man. I think it's going to be a heated series the next time they play, man. I'm excited for that.
Oh, yeah. I feel like this is watching like I don't know, Reds or Padres or something like that. You know what I mean? Like just teams that have all this energy and like testosterone going, right?
Yep.
They are ready to scrap, but hopefully that doesn't happen. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Allied Rivals podcast. 30 likes or 120 views for another one. Go check out our friends at KDT Wiffle Ball. They're awesome guys. As much as we're critiquing their wiffle ball skills, they really are some really cool dudes. Go check them out. Go check their channel out. Give them a sub and a like, and earn us some niceness points by shouting us out in their chats or whatever for their next few games. And just in case you're watching KDT, let us know in the comments when can someone officially enter free agency for the KDT Wiffle Ball League. Asking for a friend. We'll see you guys next time on the one and only Allied Rivals podcast. Have a good one, everybody.
See ya.